Hey guys, so we're back in Franco's beautiful studio, and today I'm actually going to be challenging him to use this space. So to show you guys how he uses it properly. So from the point of view of, like, I want him to create a backing track. I want him to create something that he can use as much instrumentation. He can use the workstation. He can actually put it all together in Logic and then jam over it, much like you would if you were kind of, trying to practice your theory by putting some chords together and then putting them on the computer and then playing over it. It's just a really whole view of your kind of progress as a guitar player. So we're going to be doing that today. We're going to leave it with Franco now, and we're going to follow him around the room whilst he puts this masterpiece together. Okay guys, so just before we get started with this particular lesson, don't forget you can head on over to the website to get access to our full write-up. And if you do want to support us as well as get access to our community, direct access to myself and all the other mentors, as well as progress tracking, a customized pathway, and so much more, then you can sign up to our YJ Club, and all the links are below.
Cool. Let's start with obviously a guitar. So I'm going to create a guitar track. The guitar is already plugged in, which is great. And then I'm going to use Amplitube just because it sounds good. If I can find it. There we go. I think I'm going to use, I want to do something chill. I've got no idea what I'm going to do. So I just want to do something laid back and just quite relaxed. So I'm going to use my favorite amp, which is the 59 Bassman. Sweet.
So you're not going to use your real amp?
No, I'm just going to keep it simple. And also making up an amp just takes forever. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that. A little bit of compression. Right, now it's time to actually write music. So let's find chords. I'm in the mood of E minor today, so let's do E minor.
E minor's a good mood.
Sorry for the bad singing. Let's see if that works. That's an E minor.
Try and face this way a little bit. That's
Yeah, I'm going to use that. So again, keeping it super simple. I'm going to keep the chords because my memory is really bad, so I'm going to keep a note of the chords. So let's go to 70 BPM. Sorry for the bad singing, I'm just picturing everything in my mind.
No.
Okay, let's do that. So really chill, I'm going to keep one chord per bar. I usually leave the first bar empty, so this one now, just to make sure that if I'm early, I can still record it. Cool. Probably going to double it, just because. There's no really reason why, but we do that. Maybe with a different pickup. Cool. Just listen to it. Let's make sure the loop lands back on its feet. Computer's getting tired. It's been a long day. Right, I've put one guitar on the left, one guitar on the right. Just adds a bit of thickness to it. Right, simple, but it's decent, I hope. Next step is drums. Now, I obviously can't record drums properly here. So what I'll do is use a drum machine that I've set up years ago on Logic, and that I use from time to time when I'm doing that kind of track. What is it? I think it's that one. Yes. I'm just going to record the beats, so I'm thinking kick on one, snare on two, super like simple. And then, because my timing is bad, I'm going to quantize it, which means that I'm going to tell the computer, please put everything on time. There we go, let's get rid of the click. Snare is cool, but it's a bit loud. Still a bit harsh. I'm going to EQ it, so I'm going to get rid of some of the higher part of the frequencies of that snare, just because it's just a bit, yeah, it's just a bit high. There we go, let's go lo-fi. And now we're missing the hi-hats, and I'm gonna cheat. You'll see, you're all gonna get jealous. There we go, that's my hi-hats. I think.
How do you do that?
I honestly can't remember. I've read a tutorial on that, and I did it once on the drum machine that I liked, and now I've got the subdivision that are made with the tempo of the track straight away, so you can probably find it online. I really can't remember how I did that. Okay. Right, so I've got my hi-hats there, and then another subdivision here. Let's give it a try.
Super cool.
Proper cheat, but you know, it does the job. Now I'm just making sure that that's the problem with MIDI. If your track starts slightly before the first beat you've officially recorded, it's not going to play it. So you just want to make sure that the track starts straight on beat number one, which when humans are playing, never happens. We always like either a bit early or a bit late. Let's listen to it. Because same thing, the hi-hats, they sound cool, but it's a bit harsh. So I'm going to get rid of the highs. Okay, that works. It's not the best track in the world, but it does the job. Okay, I'm thinking we need a bass. That's going to be the next step. So I'm going to create a new track. Input number 2, all good. Cool. Right. I'm not a bass player, so I'll do my best. I'll play with the pick, just because I can't play with fingers properly. I'm going to drop the volume of everything just to make sure I can hear the bass. Intonation's off. Just get the sound of that bass right. simple. May have to give it a few tries because I'm rubbish on the bass. So I'm going to loop that track just so I've got the chance to do it a few times. The second one was better. Not right, but that will do for today. There we go. When I'm doing backing tracks, I don't want to spend too much time on one single detail. Yes, I could do that track again and again and again and eventually get it like on time and everything would be fine. But the goal is eventually to jam on it. So I just want to get there. That's the fun part. Yeah. Nerding a little bit.
Don't worry, just tell them what you're doing.
I can hear something off with the space the bass is taking, so I'm just trying to see if I can't fix that quickly. So I'm trying to spot which frequency isn't working, which is not my job. I'm not a sound engineer. It's a proper job that requires a lot of practice and hours, and I can't do that properly, but I sort of understand the concept of it, let's put it this way. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm thinking, what I like about backing tracks is that I want a loop of chords that are simple. So like we've got 4 chords here. We've got E minor, A minor, C major, A minor. I'm thinking it would be nice, just so we've got dynamics going on, to add a bit of violins and something a bit more orchestral. I think with these weird trap drums that I've put on, it's going to sound weirdly interesting, hopefully. And it's going to add a lot of dynamic. So I think I'm just going to try that. It may not work at all, but it's just fun to try. So I'm using a plugin that I absolutely love. I kind of want to, the reason why I'm doing this is also so I can share that. So the plugin I'm using is called Spitfire Audio, I think. And it's Spitfire Audio. And it's the BBC Symphony Orchestra samples, and they sound amazing. If my computer wants to actually do it, there we go. Okay, so I need my chords. E minor, A minor, C, A minor. Okay, so I want something that is quite low. I think I'm going to cheat and ask cellos to play that, so I can get these lower, like fake violins. Something like that would be nice. It's obviously too loud right now, but I'll just loop that around, and I'll put it later on the track, just so we've got something that is different, something that feels a bit more exciting, and just something where the solo just kicks in, that kind of stuff. So let's loop everything. There we go. And then these violins right now, they're super like simple, and as in I haven't changed the voicing is literally just a triad, which works, it's fine, but I may have to change that a little bit, so I'll change the the MIDI notes just to make sure it fits what I've got in mind, it's not clashing and that kind of stuff. And I'm going to add a little bit of reverb to it, just so... I use reverb a lot. You've probably seen that a lot. Every time I play, there's just a lot of reverb. I love it. And also, I think it's a good way when you're doing backing tracks to make it sound like everything is in the same room. It's like if you add a little bit of reverb to all the instruments, it's going to sound like they were recorded. Otherwise, sometimes it sounds like something is just too dry and it's just off. So a bit of reverb usually helps a lot. Yeah, it's the bass. Let me mute it. Yeah, I think I messed up the loop of the bass. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of it. Cool, and I think I'm gonna add a bit of delay to one guitar just to make it sound less precise. Ah, I see. One guitar is, the loop isn't great. Okay, that happens, it's fine. I always do that. Every time I try to loop something, that's why I tend to record everything. If half a beat, not even half a beat, like half a 16th note of a beat is missing on your loop or is added to it, it's going to change everything. It's going to eventually, there we go, I found it. It's going to eventually mess up everything. So I'm going to try to do it properly this time, and that should feel better. Now let's try to do the same thing with that bass, because it's obviously what happened as well. Cool, found it. And that bass sounds really bad, but it's the game, isn't it? It's like you've got to do it.
I think it's got a cool lo-fi.
Yeah, let's put it this way.
The bass is more like a raw.
Right, so I think with that already we can have fun. We're in E minor, I think. Okay, so I think we've got pretty much everything. We could, I mean, if I had a lot more time, I think I would put the violins, because we've got 4 different chords. I think I would put one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right, just so we've got more movement. But we're not writing anything for someone, so it's just for us. So I'll just keep it like that, super simple. And I'm gonna record the solo. Let's see, so we're in the key of E minor. Give a little bit of space.
Nice. Cool, so thank you very much, Frank.
You're welcome, pleasure.
That was beautiful. There's so much good learning within that. Actually, it's very rare to see someone go through this process from start to finish. We're deliberately not editing anything out in terms of the process. You know, we're not overdubbing. The solo was the solo. It's just all there. And it's hard for a guitar player to do that, trust me. So this has been brilliant. Thank you so much, dude.
You're welcome.
So there we have it. That's another studio that we've visited, and hopefully it's given you some really cool inspiration to go away and try something in your house. Okay guys, that's it for this lesson. If you're looking for the next lesson, please do click here. If you're looking to start the whole series, then we've got the full playlist available right here. You can go from start to finish.